plunge in shares of Credit Suisse gripped world markets on Wednesday and renewed fears that a full-blown worldwide banking crisis might be brewing.
Shares in Credit Suisse plunged to a record low, falling 24%. Now that came after its biggest investor said it could not give the bank any more financial help.
The problem is that Credit Suisse, by some standards, might be too big to fail, but also too big to be safe.
3 U.S. banks have failed in the last week. That has really shaken the confidence of investors about the banking sector as a whole, focusing on the U.S., but now spreading to Switzerland.
As Credit Suisse reeled, there was massive volatility elsewhere as bank stocks, yields on U.S. Treasuries and Eurozone bonds, as well as oil prices, all plunged.
If you think about where we were a year ago, the Fed was just starting its rate hiking cycle. So over the next couple quarters, you're going to get those long and variable cumulative and lagged impacts hitting the market further. So I think this is the tip of the iceberg. I think there's a lot more consolidation, a lot more yet to come.
Wow. I tell you who I do not want to be in the next week is Jerome Powell. Boy, he is, Fed is
Jerome Powell.
Massive pickle.
Prompting a radical move by Switzerland's central bank, which pledged financial support for the troubled bank if necessary. Credit Suisse would be the first major systemically important bank to receive such a lifeline from a central bank since the 2008 financial crisis.
The real question for markets and investors is whether this is the beginning of a broader financial crisis.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Welcome back to Joe Blogs. The ongoing crisis in the banking sector is getting worse. What started with 3 small banks in the USA has now spread to one of the largest banking corporations in the world. Credit Suisse is more than 160 years old and is classified as one of the 9 bulge bracket banks on Wall Street, alongside names such as Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan and Morgan Stanley. And the current problems that the bank is facing prove that no bank is too big to fail. Credit Suisse is currently in the middle of an enormous crisis, and it's now been announced that the Swiss authorities are so concerned about this situation that they've actually stepped in and offered the bank a $54 billion bailout loan facility. This bailout being provided by the Swiss Central Bank is the first time a major bank has been bailed out since the 2008 global financial
That's
crisis,
important.
and really proves that we are standing on the precipice of a potential second global financial crisis. So in today's video, we'll have a look at the history of Credit Suisse, because this bank has been beset by all sorts of scandals and problems. We'll talk about the current problems that's taken this bank to the brink